make something quick and on the spot, and I start venting and saying nonsense that doesn't resonate with me.
Why would it matter?
It is the most authentic feeling that connects one to another. To share that online allows for a better relation with one's community. But I feel that before it was all just borderline venting. What is the threshold between a senseless sharing of every feeling, dressing it all up for show, for pity, for pity? What is the threshold between a senseless sharing of every feeling, dressing it all up for a show, for pity, and a legitimate sharing of feelings, a self-expression that reflects another? To wallow in the dark night of the soul, drag every negative feeling to the surface and pick it apart. Yes, I feel like it was a good release and allowed me to objectify the emotions I felt, to gain distance from them, which at the time I really needed. But do they really need to be shared with everyone? Is it selfish for me to do so? I don't have a job. Hey, Swana baby. Did you like your crunchies? Yeah? They're tasty? I don't have a diary or a journal. At some level, it feels as if most emotions that stick around must be shared or they are worthless. Yet that can create a state in which I chase every second thought and write them as soon as they come, thinking everyone valuable and easily lost to the constant stream of overthinking. All of this is to say, this week has been a bit of a rut, and I figured out why. It's not that much of a big deal, but I was freaking out about it yesterday. If I wrote this yesterday, I do not remember. And I suppose to create art's an extra experience, let it be its own form of creativity and put it on the internet. No marketing tactics in sight. It is a form of blind trust. And perhaps all this time, the fear that I thought was so complicated and rooted in my tragic backstory that had so much depth and interview-worthy material is simply of the fear of failure. The fact that my creations are so niche and have a high barrier of entry does not help. I suppose if and when this all does work out, I'm hoping to share how it worked, why it worked. I want to outline and delve into every facet and share it all for free with no online course, so that maybe someone who longs so much it hurt won't go searching like I did. And if that is just me just wanting to make it seem like a selfless altruistic act to want to be successful, because then I can share success with others, when in reality perhaps I actually just want the success and I'm just using the idea of helping others as a way to seem good to the people I don't know. Also, maybe I want to be interviewed on a podcast, even though I'm bad at talking. Creatives do that, right? When I get famous and people will ask me about my creative decisions, and I'll get to explain my art, and people will want to listen. Also, I grew up with business podcasts. I find they have a sort of quaint car drives with nap sort of comfort. I'd say recommendations. I've heard people will do little recommendations at the end of things. I think that's pretty cute. I like that. So recommendations. I say if you have not watched The Glass Worker, please watch The Glass Worker. It's the most beautiful thing ever.